From Petco Park in beautiful downtown San Diego. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the San Francisco Giants and the San Diego Padres. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And Chris, we've got an opportunity to watch one of the true superstars of the sport, Fernando Tatis Jr. Always exciting to see him in action, and it seems like he consistently finds a way to impact the game.
Yeah, Boog, it's offensively at the plate, defensively when he's on the bases. And this guy's just a heads-up player, but he's got so much talent, and he makes the most of that. I believe it starts with his preparation because you never see him give away an at-bat.
A really good outing for him last time. Scattered 2 runs, was attacking hitters, getting ahead in the count. Great performance. We'll see if he can do it again in this one.
Yeah, the 1-2 misses to even the count. To the right side. France takes it to the bag. 1 out in the top of the first. Now we take a peek at the Giants lineup. All right, Siggy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
Well, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
And now the right fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. 1 down, base is empty. Just missed.
Boog, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Man aboard, and here is Devers. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch-out.
Well, this guy's been pretty much a non-factor so far this weekend. Very little in the way of impactful at-bats and quality at-bats, and let alone contact. That's the 6th time they've set him down on strikes in the series, so no doubt frustration mounting and very high right now.
Here's Elliot Ramos. On a strike. The pitch. Runner takes off. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Well, a nice lead and a nice steal there to get into scoring position with the heart of the order at the plate. That might just lead them to pitching around these hitters a little more because of the open base, but it's early in this ball game. Can't imagine it'll change the attack plan too much.
That misses. 3-1. Now a screamer into the outfield. That's a base hit. And the Giants score first. It's 1-0.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Runner at first with 2 away. And up next for San Francisco, Harrison Bader. On the ground to third. Machado tosses to first, and Bader is set down. That ends the frame, but they pick up 1 run on the RBI single, and the home team down a run. Back here at Petco Park, and towing the slab in this one, Adrian Hauser. Chris, he's looking for a bounce back this season.
Yeah, and I think this guy understands that if he doesn't make quicker adjustments and show improvement, that the patience that his manager has will not last as long as it did last year. So we'll see if he can get off to a great start. Perhaps the work that he did in the offseason will show good results early on. But he's got to get out of the gates going strong, or else he may find himself in the bullpen or back in the minor leagues.
Right-hander kicks, deals. And another ball. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Ramos has this one sized up. Makes the grab. 1 away. As we take a look at the Padres lineup. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team. And I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
And that one is lifted in the air. Ramos snags it for the 2nd out.
Batting third, the right fielder.
Here's Fernando Tatis Jr. He made his major league debut playing against the Giants, Singy.
Yeah, and Madison Bumgarner started for San Francisco that day, and Tatis singled in his first at bat. You could feel the energy he brought to Petco Park.
Slings it across, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. They're down 1-0. Back here in San Diego, Willie Adames stands in.
Willie Adames.
That one hit to right. Tatis makes the grab, 1 down.
Batting 7th, the first baseman.
And digging in for San Francisco, Bryce Eldridge. And the righty deals. And a foul ball. One out, bases empty. Backs and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
And here is Matt Chapman. The pitch. Chapman gets a piece there. 2 outs, bases empty. Breaks and misses. It's a strikeout. Giants go down quietly, but they still lead it 1-0. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the second, and now it's Manny Machado. Next offering is outside. On the ground, and it goes just foul. Kicks and deals.
I got 3-2.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Payoff pitch. Swing and a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
He was all over that one. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Ty France, the next up for the Padres. Here's a 1-1. High fly ball down the left field line. That one carrying, and it's gone. And they add a pair. It's 2-1. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. Gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of
it. Now here's Jake Cronenworth. The line to kick the pitch. That's down and in.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame here in the finale of this 4-game set. That's ripped. Base hit.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. I really like the approach to that swing. That was a good changeup. He recognized it early, didn't get jumpy, and just smacked it to the opposite field.
Here's Nicholas Castellanos. And he deals. Swinging a foul straight back. In the air, left field. Ramos sizes this one up, calls it in for the out. And there's one down.
Batting in the left field.
Now the left fielder, Gavin Sheets. Two runs across in the inning, bottom half of inning number 2. And there's ball 4.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
The catcher,
First and second, one out. Next, it's the catcher for the Padres, Freddie Fermin. And a 1-1. Puts a bunt down. There's one. Out. Throw to first, but he beat it.
up next to the Padres, the center fielder,
Jay Bowen, the next up for the Padres. Corners are occupied with 2 down. Next pitch is outside. Base hit and a run in to score. So he gets 2 milestones with that hit, his first big league knock, and he drives in his first run as well.
Yeah, you love to get both of those out of the way with just one swing of the bat, and it makes the special moment even more special. It's not just an individual accomplishment when you're also driving in a run for your team. That's an at-bat he's never going to forget.
It's Xander Bogaerts now. 2 on, 2 outs.
That's ball 2.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Two outs. Line drive, base hit. Coming home. Ball comes home and he's dead into play. And that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. We played 2 full. It's the Padres 3 and the Giants 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the catcher, Patrick Bailey. And the right-hander deals.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Luis Arraez stands in. Kicks and fires. That one fouled off. Bailey gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Line drive. Caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
The 1-1. There's a strike. And a swing and a miss. Now 2 away.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Devers now. 2 outs.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. The Giants trailing by 2. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Next pitch misses. Now 2-2. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Elliot Ramos waits to bat for the Giants. The pitch. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Had him way out front of the slur. So the Giants leave one, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. The 2-1. Now a fly ball to right center. Bader sizing it up. He's got it. One down.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Here's Manny Machado. The wind of the pitch. That one's in there, and the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
On the ground to the left. Gets it to first. Just got him on that one.
Well, a tremendous stop there, but it looked like he had a little trouble getting off the throw as quickly as he would have liked. Had to get something on it to beat the runner.
2 outs, base is empty. Stepping in for San Diego, Ty France. Ripped on a line. Bader snags it on the run. Padres down in order, and the score stays 3-1. Back here at Petco Park, new inning getting started. Now the Giants 4-hitter, Elliot Ramos. The pitch. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. The pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip the cap.
And now Bader up to the plate. 1 down, base is empty. Right through there for a strike. Gets a piece and stays alive. And the pitch. Ground ball left side. Machado throws to first in time, and Bader is set down.
Now batting, shortstop, Willie Adames.
Willie Adames, the next Giant to hit. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Bowen makes the grab, and that's the inning.
Loyalty, this is black royalty. Mansa Musa prodigy, structure our society.
Bottom of the 4th, here's the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth.
The second baseman.
Ball to strike. And a strike in there. Right side, hard hit. Eldridge takes it himself. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th.
Up next for the Padres, the designated hitter,
Nick Castellanos at the plate now. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here at the bottom of the 4th. That's a little bit low. That's towards center. Bader should have it. Brings it in. Out. Number 2.
Now batting, left fielder,
Gavin Sheets, the next up for the Padres. Two down, nobody on. He swings and fouls one off. Righty to the plate. And that one missing low.
It's a good take.
Wouldn't chase that time. Had him looking for the K. Nothing doing there for the Friars as the lead remains 3-1. All set for the start of the inning. And digging in for San Francisco, Bryce Eldridge. In there at the knees.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
And down on strikes he goes. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Matt Chapman up to the plate now. Gets the outside corner with that one. And a swing and a miss. And there's 2 down. And now the catcher comes up to him. Patrick Bailey. Popped in the air. Left field. Corrals it. And that is that. And we're back. John Shabby with my buddy Chris Singleton and set to get us started. Bottom 5. Freddie Fermin. Three and 2 now. On the ground to short, Adames. Zips it to first. Gets the catcher by a step.
We talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
So the batting order turns over. And the batter now, Jay Bowen. Next offering is in for a strike. Signs of movement in the Giants bullpen. J.T. Brubaker up and throwing. Number 88, the power lefty, up as well. One down, base is empty. And another ball.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
And that one hammered. And a superb diving catch.
Just a great job of concentration there as he leaves the ground to go airborne to make a diving catch. That's a tough play, but he got the job done.
And here comes Sander Bogaerts. 2 outs. And that one is inside. And a pitch. And down on strikes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Padres go down quietly, but they still lead it 3-1. Back here in San Diego. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Now it's the Giants' leadoff hitter, Luis Arias. At the belt and fires. Foul ball there. On the ground, right side. He steps on the bag. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Now batting, right fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee.
Now the number 2 hitter, Jung-Hoo Lee. Here's some fun facts about Jung-Hoo Lee. You look at the fact that he wears number 51. Not a shocker, but his favorite player growing up, Ichiro Suzuki. One down, base is empty. And now 2-2. One of the other aspects of Jung-Hoo Lee's bio, he was actually drafted as a shortstop, now an outfielder. But he grew up right-handed, and his dad was the one that made him switch hit. Righty delivers. Bounce to the right side. Cronenworth throws on to first. And that quickly 2 away.
Now batting, designated hitter, Rafael.
And here is Devers. The Giants down by a pair, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Oh, and he hit him.
I got it.
Now, anytime one of your hitters gets drilled, it catches everyone's attention in the dugout, and you know what? It kind of gets you fired up.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Elliot Ramos. 2 outs. Close, but called a ball. 2-1. And there's a ball. I got to call NLDS Game 4 here in 2022 at Petco Park, where the Padres knocked out their rivals, the LA Dodgers. The place was just nuts the entire game. Terrific fan support. Here comes a pitch. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. No runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, JT Brubaker.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's off the mark, and it's 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Here's a 2-2. And another ball. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit. So, man aboard. Here's Machado. Nobody out. Runner at first.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Pitch. That one missed. Activity in the bullpen. Jason Foley getting ready to go. Henches, a left-hander, also throwing. And a pitch. Misses inside, and that's ball 3.
So here we go. Base runner at first, could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
high fly ball out to left field. Puts it away for the out.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay close.
So digging in now for San Diego, Ty France. And he's already left his mark on this game.
He certainly has, Boog. A two-run shot in the second inning, and that made an early impact on this game in a big way.
And another ball. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
And that squirts through. Tatis around second. And they'll have runners at the corners after a one-out single.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Turned on it nicely. Definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line.
Now a chance for Jake Cronenworth. That one the other way. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's two away. That's a sacrifice fly as he comes across. It's 4-1.
That wasn't your standard sac fly. He barreled that baseball. Just couldn't get it to drop in.
Next for the Padres, Nick Castellanos. Right-handed reliever. Swing and a miss. And a count 1-2.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Out to short. They take the force out. Inning over. One run, a pair of hits, no errors, and one left on. Seventh inning coming up. It's the Padres 4 and the Giants 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of inning number 7. And now the center fielder, Harrison Bader. Here's a 1-1. Fought off foul.
No base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
There's a swing and a drive. Bowen on the move. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. Around second is Bader. Relay throw to third. Not in time. He's safe.
Everything came together for him. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
They go with one of their more experienced arms in this spot, Darvish. This is his first appearance of the season. And now here is Willie Adames. There for the out. Runner scores from third.
Now batting, the first baseman,
Bryce Eldridge, the next Giant to hit. One run across in the frame so far here in the top half of inning number 7. Late on that fastball.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Foot slider ties him up, struck him out. Now it's Ben Chapman. The Giants trailing by 2 here in the finale of this 4-game set. And he chases a high fastball there.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
2 strikes.
Swings through it for the K. Gassed it right by him. So they get 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Padres 4 and the Giants 2. in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th, Jason Foley.
And he comes on here for the first time this season, and I'm sure there's some nerves involved in that, so we'll see how he settles in.
Stepping in for San Diego, Gavin Sheets. Now the outside corner, and it's 1-2.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Swings here and blasts one left field. Ramos going back on this one. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Now the catcher.
And here's the catcher, Freddie Fermin. Here's a 1-1. Lifted in the air, right center field. Bader racing after it. Long run, nice grab. 2 down.
Now batting, center fielder,
Jay Bowen, the next up for the Padres. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss.
Wow, no fear right there. I mean, that slider didn't move to the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
That one misses, and the count's full. Struck him out looking. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego, but they still lead this one 4-2. And we're back at the top of the 8th. Now it's the Giants catcher, Patrick Bailey. And the pitch. Fouled off. He was late. Right-hander kick steals. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And miss, struck him out. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off.
Got away with that curveball, no doubt about it. It passed right through the heart of the strike zone, and he just couldn't get the bat on it. When you strike out on one like that, that's when you start having conversations with yourself, and they're not usually very friendly.
The Padres holding on to a 2-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. Stepping in, Luis Arias.
1 strike.
Next pitch way upstairs. Ground ball up the middle. Bogarts handles the chance. He is safe, and that was bang bang at first. Singy, it looked like he might have beat it in real time, but that play was really close, so they want to take another look.
Yeah, this is a tough decision to make, Boog, and it feels like it could go either way, but it might be worth the challenge if there's any doubt at all.
Another look at it. Singer, are you seeing enough to change the call?
Yeah, I think so, Boog. I mean, it's close, but I think after looking at it a few times, we can see that this guy's probably out, and could be a good use of the challenge right here.
Looks like we've got an answer, and he's out. They took a chance with the challenge, and it paid off.
Upon video review, the call of safe.
So 2 down, and here is Jung-Hoo Lee.
Out.
Right through there for a strike. Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Nothing doing there for San Francisco. Still down by. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Jose Buto.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
The pitch. And it's fouled away. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Drifts towards it. And out number 1 on the grab. So with 1 down, it'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. Base is empty, 1 away. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Dives and he can't hang on. Not in time. He's safe. Man at first with 1 gone. Here's Manny Machado now.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
Kicks and deals. In the air, center field. Bader should have it. Drops into the glove. And there's 2 away. Ty France, the next up for the Padres. Tatis off of first with 2 away. There's a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging. 1 left for San Diego as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Now, and on the mound, the closer, Mason Miller. A chance at his first save of the year. Now it's Devers at the plate. That one not close. Now 2 balls and a strike. Late that time, and it's strike 2. Absolutely frozen with the backdoor slider for strike 3.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
He's 2 outs away. Here's the left fielder, Elliot Ramos. And a strike right through there. That one at triple digits. One down, base is empty. Fouls it off, still 1-2. The wind and the pitch. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Well, it's kind of tough right here. Closer comes in and he strikes out the first 2 hitters. It's hard not to feel defeated, and then this is going to go quickly. But you got to go up there, maybe try to find a way to choke up on the bat, spread out, put the ball in play, and maybe you can extend this inning.
So they're down to their final out. Harrison Bader getting ready to hit. Hit to the left side, and this is going to do it. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Padres take the finale here. They win the series 3-1.
These players just want to keep it rolling right now. You win this series, you got another team coming in, and you want to do exactly the same. Maybe even push a little further, get yourself a sweep. You know the fans are going to be behind this club. They've been playing really well, and these players, you can tell they feel the energy these fans bring to the ballpark.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious San Diego Padres, 4 runs on 8 hits, no errors. They left 4 runners on